Xie Sanwo is live again. Is this a movie or something? The special effects are pretty realistic. Come on dudes, don't you know Xie Yan who's a live streaming giant these days? Look at the sky, everyone. Wow, why did the sky here suddenly overcast like the one in the live stream? Is this a live feed chain reaction? Hosts nowadays are really going to great lengths to make their shows stick out. Wait a minute, isn't the live stream taking place in that deserted house on the outskirts of town? It's actually that close? It gives you that wonderful feeling of being there. Benefactor, the live stream is truly a hit. 5 million people are watching it now. Also, you gotta go easier on him. If he drops dead, we won't have anything to broadcast. It's not gonna be that easy to kill him. This guy's body is just like those of fiction, and it can even regenerate itself just like a ghost's. I've underestimated you, you can actually wound me. Bye Meng Meng, switch my mic to the live stream. I want to interact with the viewers. K. Done. Hey, folks, I'm going to show you what it means to violently slash a dog's head off. This ghost is different from the normal ones, it's much more powerful. Why don't we bet on how many times he can take a hit from me without dying? Benefactor, someone bets 10 speedboats to see you slice all his limbs off. Roger that. This is an intangible yin energy that takes the form of a corporal body, as such every part of my body is invulnerable. Xie Yan, don't waste your energy. Benefactor, someone's donated a firecracker for you to kick that guy's ass. Got it. Eat my kick. If he were a human, he'd have become a eunuch if he hadn't died from my kick. Don't panic, everyone. Those of you in the audience who are familiar with my live stream know that ghosts can't be killed with just a few punches or kicks, he'll definitely recover. C. Silence. Xie Yan, turn that thing in your ear off. Oh, that's a pretty mean ghost. You folks in the audience didn't get scared, did you? Tisk. It looks like nothing's happened to him even after taking all those hits. The ghost generals from before would have been long gone by now. He sure is resilient. The finger of flowery swords is quite draining, so if this keeps going like this, he's going to exhaust me to death. I can't continue with the act anymore. I'm going to have to hack him to pieces in one go. I'm gonna tear you to shreds. Finger of flowery swords. 50 consecutive hits. Even all that slashing didn't kill him? I'm running out of innate energy. Xie Yan, do you feel despair? Today, I'll show you why I, Lin Feng, am revered as the Ghost King. May the spiritual whirlwind blow away the silence. Heaven's wrath yin thunder palm. Divine impact of Zen. He can even fucking dish out a great palm of Buddha? The divine impact of Zen's reflection was smashed by sheer force. Titch, as one would expect from the boss of a world worth 500 origin points. He's so formidable that if he went all out, he might just be nearly as strong as an innate realm practitioner in the main world. My innate energy is depleting rapidly, even with the boon of usage cost reduction for defensive skills of the national soul. I can't hold on. I'm afraid I won't be able to hold this back for even 10 more seconds if this goes on. Unless I use the finger of nirvana to recover my energy. But that's just like taking a supposed remedy only to make matters worse. I won't last long even if I use up all of my lifespan. I've been performing for so long that the harvest of origin points has practically never stopped. I wonder if I can upgrade the finger of flowery swords to level 4 now? If I can, even if I can't kill Lin Feng, I can still advance my cultivation realm and ease the crisis. Origin points remaining, 1589, skill mastery, finger of flowery swords, current level, level 3. I only have nearly 1,600 origin points, less than I imagined. Indeed, there are only a handful of people who'll have extreme emotions towards the lead actor when watching a movie after all. Most people will just enjoy it. Fortunately, the audience base is large enough. Let me see if I can upgrade to level 4 now. System prompt: your cultivation realm has advanced. Current realm: acquired realm 9th layer. Ha. Reflect. A last-ditch effort? Pretty good. You even managed to block the force of my palm strike for a bit. Finger of flowery swords. Withering of the 100 flowers. Ha ha ha, this move again? A futile resistance. Is it? You're as good as dead. This sensation. What did you do? My body is being destroyed by rapid erosion? How is this even possible? No. Origin points remaining, 91, skill mastery, finger of flowery swords, current level, level 4, current effect. One can use his sword energy to penetrate a body and trigger the withering of the 100 flowers. The effect of finger of flowery swords at level 4 is to allow one's sword energy to penetrate the opponent's body and cause an erosive reaction. If there's no special means of resistance, the enemy will be disintegrated from the inside out. However, it consumes an excessive amount of innate energy. I completely exhausted all my newly filled innate energy I received just now from my advancement to the 9th layer of the acquired realm. Using it is really an all-or-nothing attempt. It either results in the enemy's demise or my own. Though it's a good thing it worked on Lin Feng. Lin Feng has been thoroughly destroyed. The user has completed the quest. The reward is 2,000 origin points. In 10 seconds, the user will be returned to the main world. Please make preparations. Sigh, it's time to go back to the main world again. It was so dangerous this time that I couldn't handle all the time that was left in the half-year. What a waste. Ghost King Lin Feng has been destroyed. The dawn of a new era has finally arrived. The light of righteousness shines once again upon the land. That's all for today's live stream. Follow Shaman Xie Sanwo to get closer to the magnificent world of fantasy. Phew. What a thrilling fight. It was so frightening that I almost stuttered at the end. Hey, where's Cyane? Oh, Cyane. Hasn't she gone to find Lord Xie Yan? After all, Lord Xie Yan has just fought a big battle, so he must be feeling awfully unreserved right now and wants to get laid even more, he. Aren't you girls usually more active than ever after the ghost fighting is over? So why are you all just standing there today and allowing Cyane to go first? Sigh, it's obvious to everyone that Cyane's truly in love with Lord Xie Yan. We bewitching ghosts are generally so passionate and promiscuous that we seldom show true feelings. But if we do, we'll be with them for life. But she's shy by nature, so if we don't give her a push, who knows when she and Lord Xie Yan will hook up. Meng, let's move further away, so as not to make Cyane feel too embarrassed. Hey. Don't drag me away, I've got true feelings too. Even though it's second to money. Lord Xie Yan. Cyane? Come, you're here just in time. I have something to entrust to you. I'll need you to deliver a message to the others later. Leave it to me. Not to mention a single message, I delivered tens or even hundreds of them. Keep it a secret. This battle has damaged the foundation of my soul, so I'm afraid I'll fall into a deep sleep for a while. Even if I wake up, I may not remember you, so don't worry about me from now on. You and your sisters can do whatever you want. Lord Xie Yan, how can this be? Remember to urge Bai Mengmeng to practice her martial arts, take good care of herself and not let men cheat her, you hear? Don't cry. I'm just taking a nap, not dying. I'll be sure to watch over Lord Xie Yan until you wake up. Starting the transfer countdown. 5, 4. Cyanese so sweet and considerate, I'm a little reluctant to part with her, but all good things must come to an end. 3. Silly bird, what you doing? 2, 1. Da fuck? Wait. Spit her the fuck out, you stupid bird. Moqing sect, Hufeng branch. I'm back? What happened just now? Why did you swallow Cyane, you stupid bird? Tidge, get out here now. What the hell is this? Stupid bird turned into an egg? System panel, come out. Skill mastery, transcendental spirit nurturing technique. Current level, level 2 level cap exceeded. Current effect, a special guardian spirit split from the very soul, which lies between that which is and that which is not, granting the practitioner the boon of direct spiritual contact, and increasing the lifespan of the practitioner's soul by 10 years. Fusible. Skill mastery, spirit casting and soul consolidation technique. Current level, level 2 level cap exceeded. Current effect, a combination of the spirit casting technique, soul consolidation technique, theory of guardian spirit cultivation, and 108 ways to cultivate rapport with the guardian spirit, which greatly enhances the resonance between the guardian spirit and their master, and increases the possibility of guardian spirit metamorphosis. Wait a minute, why are these two skills suddenly fusible? There's no doubt it didn't work before. No matter, desperate times call for desperate means. System, enable the development function. Fuse the transcendental spirit nurturing technique with the spirit casting and soul consolidation technique. Development enabled. The fusion of transcendental spirit nurturing technique and spirit casting and soul consolidation technique will cost 100 origin points. Do you confirm? Current realm, acquired realm 9th layer, origin points remaining, 2091, skill mastery, enhanced spirit nurturing technique, current level, level 2 level cap exceeded, current effect, an enhanced spirit nurturing technique born out of the combination between the transcendental spirit nurturing technique and the spirit casting and soul consolidation technique. A special guardian spirit split from the very soul which has undergone metamorphosis, granting the practitioner the boon of direct spiritual contact, and doubling the lifespan of the practitioner's soul. It turned into the enhanced spirit nurturing technique after the fusion. There's a reaction? Crack, crack, crack. My lord? Cyane? My lord. I have become your guardian spirit. Wait a minute, are you Cyane or a new persona created by the stupid bird? Just what in the world is going on? Cyane is the little owl and the little owl is Cyane. We've become one. It must have been because of the shamanic techniques my lord practiced some time ago to enhance the guardian spirit that caused the little owl to change. And my desire to follow you was so strong that it influenced it, so the little owl ate me by virtue of its instinct to undergo metamorphosis. The little owl originally lacked a consciousness, but as it just so happened that actually played in my favor. I'll be able to stay with you forever from now on, Lord Xie Yan. Anyway, it's nice to have made sure you're Cyane. I was worried you would disappear after the stupid bird swallowed you, but I didn't realize it was lending one's spirit to recover one's consciousness. Lord Xie Yan is so kind to me. The silly bird did such an awesome job that the whole thing was good for me. Even the lifespan of my soul has doubled. Hey? How rude of me. Actually, I shouldn't have awakened so soon. since I have to continue practicing for a while to be able to change my form freely. I couldn't keep my perfect form, and ended up showing my Lord such a humiliating sight. Wah. It's okay. There's plenty of time, so you can practice at your own pace. Cool. This is probably my fault for using the origin points to fuse skills together. Even though it broke Cyane's shell early, she lost the time to get the hang of her dual forms. It looks like upgrading from origin points isn't always advantageous. By the way, my lord, this doesn't seem like Sha Shui, so where are we? It's a long story, so I'll start from the very beginning of it all. After that, I told Cyane a rough account of my entire journey on how I came to be in the main world, as if I were recounting her a tale. It's just that I couldn't understand the matters relating to the system myself, so I changed the story to the heavens assigned me on a grand mission to travel across the countless realms. And once my virtuous achievements come to their successful conclusion, I will become an immortal. The journey my lord has been on so far has been a truly thrilling and touching one. Changed back to Cyane. Branch Master, Elder Martial Brother Ji Changwu and Elder Martial Sister Shi Yanner request an audience with you. Aren't those the names you just mentioned, my lord? It's not surprising that Ji Changwu came to see me, but that even Shi Yanner would take the initiative to do so is strange. Let's see what they've come for. 1 stick of incense later. Branch Master, that's the arrangement for today. I see. Ji Changwu and Shi Yanner don't seem to have noticed Cyane's existence at all. As expected, even in the main world, average people still can't see spiritual beings. I'm clear about Ji Changwu's purpose for coming, but what about you? You've just been standing there since you arrived. Don't tell me you specifically come to see me? However, the main world is really tricky. No need to mention innate realm experts with their sharp senses. Even that Ji Yuntao might be able to see Cyane with his true heavenly mantra of the primordial god. You wish. I didn't come here to see you. Only young Lord Ji's elegant face deserves to be seen by me. It's because my master sent me a letter, asking me to check if you've been fulfilling your duty as branch master. Although you're not as gentle nor as amazing as young Lord Ji, for what it's worth, you're still a branch master of my sect, so you should at least try to be as determined as young Lord Ji. As your assistant, I'll do my best to urge you on. Arg, she makes me so mad. My lord is much more amazing than some guy called Ji, okay? Calm down. Shi Yanner is Ji Yuntao's little fangirl. Even though I don't like Ji Yuntao, it's not my style to belittle her idol in front of others. That girl is simple-minded. I don't want to bicker with her. Junior Martial Sister Yanner, Ji Yuntao and our sect are in direct opposition to each other. You certainly can't do anything to harm the sect just because you're lost in a moment of passion. Brother Changwu, I can tell the difference between personal and private affairs. I can't let her belittle my lord as she sees fit. Ever since I became your guardian spirit, I feel that my power has increased greatly, so now I can. I just wanted to set up a goal for Xie, the branch master, to catch up with. Someone like young Lord Ji Yuntao is the only one that. My lord doesn't need any such goal. Ghostly bewilderment of the mind. Junior Martial Sister Yanner, what's wrong with you? The hell with Ji Yuntao. If you think about it carefully, he simply doesn't have branch master Xie Yan's outstanding talent and resourcefulness that's unrivaled in the whole world. Junior Martial Sister Yanner? I must have been blind when I fell in love with another man, as I didn't even notice that the branch master is undoubtedly so good-looking and capable. From now on, the branch master will be my heaven, my earth, and the one and only one in my heart. Hey! Junior Martial Sister? Junior Martial Sister Yanner, have you eaten something bad? Branch master, from now on, I, Shi Yanner, will be your servant girl. Cyane, you've gone way too far with your foolishness. Oops, I've been caught. You got a lot of nerve, huh? Why didn't I know you had it in you? I just couldn't stand her mocking you, my lord. It was only a little prank. It won't happen again, my lord. Don't be angry. The problem is that someone else was present when you were up to mischief. Wouldn't that expose you? He. You see. Branchmaster, what are you whispering about? What happened to Junior Marshal Sister Yanner? Don't worry, my lord. Once someone has been possessed by me, their memories from during, before and after the possession will be rewritten, so there's no danger of being exposed. Branchmaster, just who the hell are you talking to? However, my lord, although my strength has improved somewhat, their cultivation is already at the highest limit of what I can possess. It's very tiring to possess 2 times in a row, so for the sake of all my efforts to make up for it, my lord, please take no account of my misdeeds and let me off the hook. Sigh, don't possess anyone without my permission from now on. Go rewrite Ji Chongwu's memory for now. He seems to have noticed something. Ghostly bewilderment of the mind. He. Ah, Branchmaster Xie, you're my sole leader. Even if I have to go through boiling water or tread on fire, I'll gladly risk my life and limb to follow you. Qufeng Street. Look, this is the land I'll be conquering soon. It's so lively. I'll take you for an outing outside the city when the weather is cool and refreshing. It's fine, we can just go tomorrow, since I'm a guardian spirit. I'm not afraid of the heat or cold. Huh? I'm feeling something. Over there, Lord Xie Yan? No wonder, we bumped into Xie Daoyun. Her chest. Ahem, the jade on her chest is luring me again. But what is this bunch plotting for them to be gathering together at this time? Young Lord Ji and Lady Xie are both favored by the heavens. It's a tremendous honor to be chosen to serve you. Let's skip these pleasantries and drink a toast to young Lord Ji with tea as a substitute for wine. Every place has its own playing rules and I'm just abiding by them. So how about we discuss what you can do to serve me? As per the rules, Daoyun and I want our respective sects to get a share of Qufeng's cold iron ore. Whereas you gentlemen don't want the largest share to be taken away by the Moqing sect time and time again. We're colleagues who cherish similar interests, regardless of our social status. I, Old Fang, am truly impressed that a lineal disciple of the Grand Taizan sect would show such consideration to people like us who are just scraping a living. I can brag for 10 years about this. I wanted to have a pleasant conversation with you gentlemen, but, regrettably, we have an unexpected visitor. How brazen. Why don't you just show yourselves? Someone's eavesdropping. No one? This tea house is my property, so to prevent criminals from eavesdropping, the roof is equipped with an alarm mechanism produced by the Taiji Pavilion. If one's not an innate realm expert, one can't get close to it by any means without it triggering. I scanned with my divine senses, but didn't find anything. It's probably because my cultivating energy martial art isn't up to scratch that I was being a bit sensitive. That's strange. Just now, on a whim, I seemed to have noticed someone peeping out of the window. Was it really just my imagination? Great things require a peaceful mind. I'll go back to bathe and burn incense to nurture my noble energy. Gentlemen, we'll adjourn for today. However, the chessboard has been set and the pieces are in place. My goal has been achieved. All I need to do is to control these 4 old foxes and lure them into being at my disposal. Then we respectfully bid farewell, young Lord Ji and Lady Xie. We'll entrust the imperial court to you both. The other side. That scared me to death. Lord Xie Yan, that young lord who's not as handsome as you are, seems to be able to faintly detect my presence. Wah, we weren't able to hear them until the end. I won't be of any use in accomplishing Lord Xie Yan's mission. That uglier guy named Ji Yun Tao is practicing a technique called True Heavenly Mantra of the Primordial God, which is indeed impressive, as he can even discover spiritual beings. Although I didn't hear all the details, just from the few words here and there, I can roughly guess that that bunch are working together to conspire against Moqing sect and get a share of the cold iron ore, though I'm not sure what methods they'll use. Let's keep on our toes but maintain a calm exterior and watch them in secret for now, though before that, there's something else we need to do. Cyane, did Xie Daoyun not react to you in the slightest earlier? You mean the young woman wearing a veil? She didn't notice me. That's good then. Cyane, I need you to do one more thing for me. I won't let Lord Xie Yen down this time. Heave ho, heave ho. He, you can't see me, but you're so pretty. Once my ability is strong enough, I'll take you as a nice servant girl for Lord Xie Yen. My lord is looking for a jade pendant she's wearing, hidden somewhere on her chest. Who's there? Huh? Was it a hallucination? Why did that slight itchy feeling on my chest trigger my body protection innate energy? I had been cultivating in the monastery for so long, but my master had me go on an experiential journey through the world of mortals. Could it be that the disturbances in this world are feeding my inner demons? Wah, it hurts. She can emit innate energy that can harm spiritual beings? The moon is shining brightly up in the sky, so why don't I go to the courtyard, sharpen my swordsmanship and clear away the impurities lodged in my psyche? There's something on my chest again. My heart is like a cold pond reflecting the moon, my body an untethered boat, mirroring my psyche, crossing the boundless sea. Whether it's my inner demons or something else, I'll cut it down with my mind's sword. I can't disappoint my lord, I must hold on. Wah, I've touched it. I've got it. You've discovered the Dewey's acquired realm good fortune spiritual treasure, damaged. Limited number of uses, 1. The product of a higher immortal civilization. Because it is damaged, it can only be used to solve an imminent crisis to a limited extent. There are traces of it having been repeatedly used by higher life forms, but because the users didn't possess immortal energy, it wasn't consumed. No immortal energy has been detected in the user. Do you wish to spend 250 origin points to use it? Yes or no? Dewey's acquired realm good fortune spiritual treasure? And this prompt, it's very similar to the one when I inherited the finger of nirvana. Why did this pop up out of nowhere all of a sudden? Could something have happened on Cyane's end? Never mind, since I got a lot of origin points lately, I'll use them for now and think about it later. Yes. Spiritual treasure energy has been injected into the user's body. Countermeasures are being generated in response to the user's situation. Success. Attention. These countermeasures will irreversibly alter the skill finger of nirvana. Do you wish to proceed? Yes or no? Alter the finger of nirvana? The Dewey's good fortune description suggests that it's used as a way to solve crises, so I'm in. Yes, proceed. The finger of nirvana's characteristics can be changed each time the user uses it. When the cultivator needs to burn the lifespan of his soul due to insufficient immortal energy, origin points will be expended instead. Oh. Holy shit, the finger of nirvana will use origin points from now on? My fucking immortality cheat is back. I don't have to worry about using up my lifespan with the finger of nirvana anymore. My head hurts all of a sudden. What's going on? What happened? Guardian spirits won't perish without a shaman's death. But Cyane was reborn from my consciousness after her spirit body was severely injured. There's actually someone who can hurt her? My lord, I'm sorry that I couldn't bring you the jade pendant. I was injured by that woman until I ultimately vanished and was reborn here. You've done a great job already. Cyane was endeavoring to snatch the jade pendant and bring it back just a moment ago, but at the same time, I triggered the prompt to use it. Does that mean that whatever Cyane touches is the same as if it were touched by me? I'll heal your wounds. Spending 50 origin points as a substitute for this finger of nirvana expenditure. But Cyane didn't bring the jade pendant. Silly girl, I've already succeeded. That said, didn't Xie Daoyun have no reaction to you? How did she hurt you like this? She can't see me, but if I touch her, it will trigger her body protection innate energy, which can burn my spirit body and turn me into dust. Thank you for your hard work. It's because I didn't think things through that you had to suffer such hardships. I was careless. Xie Daoyun is descended from the Buddhist Xinzhai. Just from the name alone, one can tell that it's a grand, glorious and righteous sect, whose cultivation techniques seem to have a naturally restraining effect on things like yin energy. If Lord Xie Yen caresses me, I won't feel any hardship. Well, let me caress you some more then. Why does it feel like I'm rubbing a kitten or a puppy? I mustn't spoil Cyane. Thanks to her, I'm now free of all latent dangers and my ban on the finger of nirvana has been lifted, so I can finally get my hands dirty with joy. I can't help but want to see what those monsters, freaks, and bad characters have been up to. There isn't one major power who wouldn't want to find a chance to get involved in the cold iron ore business, and we've always embraced whoever has the highest standing, so now do we really have to listen to Ji Yuntao? I always feel a little bit scared of falling out with the Moqing sect. Wealthy women's merry scrubber. I also wanted to watch them safely from a distance whilst they fought, then reap the rewards, but what Ji Yuntao promised afterwards was really attractive. After taking the Tai Zan sect's mysterious and magical bottleneck breaking pill, it will give you a 10% chance to break through to the innate realm. Although the chances of success are slim, and by relying on the power of a pill to become an innate realm practitioner, one's foundation will become unstable, rendering them unable to advance past its first layer in their lifetime. But who among us martial artists wouldn't want to become one? The Moqing sect doesn't offer such benefits. Who would dare to take the pills of a demonic sect? Now that we're in the same boat as the Tai Zan sect, there's nothing we can do about it. So let's join forces and find out how much integrity that Xie Yen has. A few days later, the 4 local factions in Qufeng have just presented an invitation and would like to invite the branch master to a banquet tonight. Please make a final decision, branch master. Branch master Xie is getting increasingly bizarre. After I paid him a visit the other day, I was in a bit of a trance, but no matter how many times I think back, I can't remember what exactly I said to him. If I weren't so meticulous, I wouldn't have noticed anything wrong. Now that I'm seeing him again today, if I look closely, I can see that his temples are slowly rising and falling, as if an invisible force is slowly squeezing them, and occasionally he murmurs to himself, as if he's communicating with something indescribable. Lord Xie Yen, is this the right spot? Right there, that's good. Press it hard. In your opinion, what do you think they desire by seeking my presence? The invitation only contains a bunch of resplendent and ornate greetings, not a mention about what they wish to discuss. Could it be that branch master Xie is practicing some kind of sinister and abnormal demonic technique capable of communicating with the underworld and stealing people's wills? But, as a matter of fact, I hope he can practice it. Otherwise, how can we fight against Ji Yuntao? So be it. Coming events cast their shadows before them. It's better they make some noise than none at all. Changwu, remember to prepare the carriage for me when the time comes. Yes. Also, branch master Xie, I have a request to make. Usually, if one wants to practice this kind of demonic technique, One has to constantly use it on a living person. Only then can one make diligent progress. I'm already aware of the branch master's intentions, so I'll eagerly use my body to aid you in your practice. If it means disgracing Ji Yuntao, I'll gladly do anything. Changwu, stay away from me from now on. What the hell is wrong with Ji Changwu? It can't be that he has a problem with his orientation? I never realized he was gay. Deep in the serenity of the house, a fragrant night was fast approaching. Their minds and clothes completely vanished in succession. The courtesan's garden had long been deflowered, and when his dropping member revived, her slender body was shaken. Coo coo, coo, shameless song. Even a bewitching ghost like myself wouldn't be able to sing it. But if Lord Xie Yan likes it, I'll learn it earnestly. His prized spear had bitterly fought endless battles, for he could attend 7 or 8 vaclaries in a single night. Their weary bodies were of no hindrance, as the waves of bliss ever grew after each emission. Some time ago, we were so busy dealing with Ji Yuntao and the aftermath of the Yan Jia incident that we ended up neglecting you. We ask the branch master not to blame us. You gentlemen greatly favor me by entertaining me with such fine, sweet and delicious wine. It's truly outstanding and very agreeable to my preferences. How thoughtful of you all. A trifling glass of insipid wine is nothing. Only by being accompanied by young and beautiful women can the elegance of a wonderful, distinguished and accomplished man such as Branch Master Xie be further elevated. Did my good and well-trained daughters, who were singing and dancing just now, catch the Branch Master's eye? Good women are a match for good men, so why don't I give them all to the Branch Master? How could I have the cheek to accept a reward without due merit? Hey, you're looking down on me. How could someone as chaste as myself allow such vulgar women to get close to me? Madam Hao, Branch Master Xie is a man of exceptional ability and bravery. How could he indulge in the solace of feminine charms? However, if such a man were short on money, it can't be helped that there will be a time when he'll feel discouraged. Bring it here. This is a tribute from the 4 of us to Branch Master Xie. Moreover, it'll be the same amount every year. Oh, one who's unaccountably solicitous is harboring evil intentions. If you gentlemen have anything to say, it would be better to say it openly. Branch Master Xie, don't mock me for meddling in other people's business. We just can't bear for such a gifted individual to be neglected. Please allow me to analyze it meticulously for you, Branch Master. Hey, just sit where you are, don't move, and don't change how you address yourself at will. If you have something to say, just say it. Sigh, I used to be the top of the most overwhelming beauties in Qifeng back in my old days, but now I'm getting old and faded. You must have been the queen of stinking corpse lilies back then, weren't you? Branch Master Xie really has a sense of humor, so I won't hide anything from you. Previously, when the Moqing sect said there was a newcomer coming, we promptly started investigating his background. Branch Master Xie is a gifted young man, yet was regarded as a honeypot by Qin Xinqi, though, ultimately, favored by Sect Master Yu. But frankly speaking, the Moqing sect being a place where yin is mightier than yang, treats women more favorably than men, so Branch Master Xie is fundamentally unable to achieve anything of note. There's some truth contained in your words. Continue. Branch Master Xie, don't think it's a great favor that Sect Master Yu has appointed you as the master of a branch. The Moqing sect has countless branches. If she really sees you in a favorable light, why would she send you to the city of Qifeng where there is so much turmoil? What's more, even if you did a good job, the sect would be the one to reap the benefits. None of them would fall into Branch Master's hands. A man, you know, has to live for himself. So what should I do? How about at the following meeting in Jiangnan hosted by the imperial court, where the shares of the iron ore mines for next year are divided up? Branch Master Xie gives up his own? Why the Moqing sect will get the worst of it, but we won't let Branch Master Xie suffer the slightest loss. As long as Branch Master Xie agrees, we'll all be on the same side, so no matter if it's a beauty or wealth, provided Qifeng has it, Branch Master Xie won't go without his fair due. So we're here on account of the cold iron ore, and your words were actually a bit tantalizing, but I have just one more question. What if I refuse? We're all good people, and we won't make things difficult for Branch Master Xie, but since you won't regard us as one of your own, then we would have no choice but to treat you as an outsider. We've been operating in Qifeng for decades, and are deeply established, so one word from us and tomorrow, we'll make sure that the Moqing sect branch won't even be able to buy an egg. You're really fond of throwing your weight around. By all rights, I should act according to reason and obediently cooperate with you all. But there's one thing I must say, and that is, do you guys really think you're worthy of negotiating with me? Xie Yan, we're just being nice to you for the sake of the Moqing sect's reputation. Don't make us do things the hard way. Branch Master Xie, Head Wu has been in a fit of anger recently, after failing his final push to reach the innate realm. If he really flips out, mere practitioners at the 7th layer of the acquired realm will certainly be unable to handle him. So this is what you were counting on. I thought you'd bring in Ji Yuntao, a loser who has repeatedly failed to advance to the innate realm, and has even depleted his foundation, plus 3 pieces of trash who have been stuck at the 7th layer for years. Who gave you the audacity to have the nerve to frenziedly bark like dogs before me? Aren't you misunderstanding something? He's condensing the innate energy emanating from his body into sword energy? This is the Moqing sect's finger of flowery swords? He was actually able to learn this martial art? Why do I feel like you think I was promoted to branch master just because of my good looks? Didn't you say he was just a gigolo? That his strength was at most at the 6th? He's at least at the 9th. And a 9th possessing an innate realm technique of one of the great sects at that. The reason I was so favored by the matriarch, as to be appointed branch master of the Qifeng branch, I told you to be careful, is because I'm preeminently strong to the point of being able to cleanse Qifeng of all its filth. Did Lord Xie Yan just settle it all with a single move? I didn't even have time to help. Take your men and scram. I'd like to see who will dare to make things difficult for the Moqing sect. I can't kill them. Otherwise, this will be used against the Moqing sect at the Jiangnan meeting to disrupt our status quo in the region. Anyone who messes with us will be killed without mercy. I'm gazing at the unhindered movement of the finger of flowery swords of the Moqing sect on board the courtesan boat in the distance. That branch master Xie was really concealing his abilities well. These people of Qifeng are double-crossing indeed, trying to obtain the Moqing sect's cold iron ore share at the smallest price, yet they don't know that they must have the determination to give up their arms if they wish to snatch from the tiger's den. But this is fine as well. Afterwards, that pack will have no other choice but to follow me and thoroughly break their ties with the Moqing sect. Junior Martial Sister Xie, the Buddhist Xinjai, has always been friendly with the imperial court, and the imperial consort of the current dynasty, which descended from Buddhist Xinjai, is your master's aunt, so I'll entrust you to deal with them. But in recent days, Junior Martial Sister, why does it feel like you're a bit distracted? Such is of no hindrance to me. What Elder Martial Brother said, will be dealt with properly. I don't know why, but after my inner demons suddenly appeared, my Diost heart is often unstable. The jade pendant granted by my master has bafflingly lost its effectiveness in purifying it, and its magical properties are no longer present. Was it tainted by this vulgar, mortal world? But all of us disciples at the Buddhist Shinjai have to go through the three tribulations of worldly affairs, love, and inner demons before we can attain enlightenment. Sigh, how I wish I could return to the sect more quickly, quietly meditate through the ages in the company of the Buddha, so I could be free from worldly cares. Branch Master is quite capable. You've been feigning weakness since you arrived at Qufeng, concealing your real strength as a practitioner at the 9th layer of the acquired realm, waiting until the critical moment to deliver a fatal strike. In stillness be as immovable as a mountain, in action be as swift as thunder. Branch Master is well versed in the art of war. No wonder the matriarch views you as her trusted aide and elder martial sister Qin favors you. Surely the talk about you formerly being a honeypot was just a smokescreen to deceive others. What farsightedness! Ku. Don't tell anyone, just keep it between you and me. Ji Chengwu's imagination is pretty good. If he were placed into a modern world, it would be more than enough to be a talented writer. Don't be too glad just yet, they have both Ji and Xie supporting them. They even threatened to prevent the Moqing sect from buying eggs, and the Tai Zan sect and Buddhist T Shinjai are conspiring to obtain the cold iron ore share belonging to our sect, so there's still a tough battle ahead for us. Now that the Branch Master has shown his prowess, those local Qufeng factions will not dare to confront us head-on again. And if they dare prevent us from buying eggs, we'll just make them lose theirs. As for the cold iron ore, as long as we don't make any mistakes, even the Han court won't be able to take it away at will. In the worst case, the Tai Zan sect and the Buddhist Shinjai will shed all pretense of cordiality and use some vile tactics. That sounds reasonable. We have no option but to be on our guards. Chengwu, where do you think they're going to strike first? The Branch Master is here at the branch, so unless Ji Yun Tao and Xie Daoyun come personally, what can they do to us? Moreover, if they really dared to break into the branch, it would be tantamount to declaring war on the Moqing sect. In all likelihood, neither Ji and Xie nor their sects would want it to go that far. Well, although our sect is no match if their two sects act together, with the protection of the Great Sect formation, it's possible to fight back defensively with neither side winning. If we are to be attacked at the lowest possible cost, then our minds would be the weakest point. The Moqing sect has the largest cold iron mines in the Qufeng area, accounting for nearly 80% of Qufeng's production. This is not only a rolling source of wealth, but also a weakness. I'll immediately send a message via Eagle ordering the mines to raise their vigilance. Not only that, we'll also go to the mines ourselves to assume command of the garrison. I'm afraid it's too late. If we had any brains, we'd have definitely been prepared for all eventualities in advance. If I can't pull anyone over to our side, it'll raise difficult questions. The next day. Titch, even after traveling all night in haste, we were still one step too late. I asked the mine steward. At dawn, a large number of bandits crept in and set off poisonous fumes in the miners' camp, poisoning all workers and making their hands and legs go numb. It would have been hard to recover without cultivating for a period of time. The bandits then used gunpowder to blow up the mine tunnels. It will be impossible to re-excavate the tunnels in less than a month or two, and the cold iron ore stored in the nearby warehouses was doused with purple fire liquid. Purple fire liquid? Isn't that the catalyst that's only used when weapons are being forged? If it's doused onto unprocessed ore, it will crystallize and turn into mining waste instead. Lord Xie, over there. Huh? The eagle that the branch used to deliver the message? It seems it was intercepted en route. No wonder the mine didn't receive the message and had no time to prepare. And they just had to pin it here, just to provoke me further. It must have been Ji Yun Tao who directed those 4 local factions to do this dirty work, but they didn't leave any traces, and without proof, we can't testify against them. We're in serious trouble now. Our men were injured and the mine was destroyed, so we basically don't have enough time to get back to work before the Zhongnan meeting. The Moqing sect hasn't been in Qufeng long enough to take root, and hasn't accumulated ore over the years. Therefore, we definitely won't be able to fully pay our taxes this year. Chengwu, whenever something major happens, it's all the more important to stay calm and collected. Don't panic. Before I was appointed branch master, I looked up the relevant information. The Han Empire is actually not a normal nation, but more like a large martial arts alliance, where the imperial court acts as its leader. This is also a special characteristic of a high-level martial arts world. As a result, the imperial court delegates power to the regional sects and only has the authority to appoint, supervise and mediate. After any major power has accepted an appointment, they must pay taxes according to convention. The Zhongnan meeting is presided over by the imperial court to collect taxes and redistribute the mining sites and quotas for the next year among the powers in the Zhongnan region that have mining rights. How can we calm down? If we can't pay the tax, it's the same as breaking the promise with the imperial court. Then, at best, our quota would be reduced, and at worst, our mining rights would be revoked. This is Ji Yuntao's plan to get the Moqing sect's mining rights. Branch Master, the situation is critical. It would be best to invite an elder from the sect to try to remedy the situation. If we invite an elder at this time, wouldn't that make us look useless? Moreover, there's actually quite an easy way to break this deadlock, and that is to drag everyone downstream, back to the same starting line as us. Minor local power mine. Look alive, keep a sharp lookout. Why is Master Wu personally here on night duty, when Xie Yan is either sniveling with a handful of cold iron ore pieces in his arms, or busting his bottom all over the place scraping together the mining tax stipulated by the imperial court? Don't be so careless. That punk, Xie Yan, is so cunning that he might really want to stake it all to fight us to the death. But I have set up the perfect trap. If the Moqing sect dares to come, even if it's just a cat or a dog, I'll bite them and never let go. With the evidence that the Moqing sect has destroyed the mines in defiance of the imperial court, even if he turned into a mine to make up for the tax, they would still be deprived of their mining rights at the Zhongnan meeting. As expected of you, Master Wu. You're so wise. What's going on? Oh, my God. Master Wu, bad news. The storehouse for storing explosives is empty. Someone has stolen the explosives for the mine. What? That's enough explosives to level a mountain. Master Wu? Ouch. Watch out for falling stones. Humph. Impossible. With such a grand practitioner at the 9th layer of the acquired realm as myself overseeing the garrison, even if that punk, Xie Yan, came, he wouldn't be able to sneak in here and blow up the mine without anyone noticing. Arg, who did this? Come out, show yourselves. Phew, I was thinking of using some sort of transport method to bring all the ores back, but it was simply too heavy to move. So I did as Lord Xie Yan told me, stole the explosives to blow up the mine and doused the ores with purple fire liquid. I've been very helpful, so I'm sure Lord Xie Yan will hug, kiss and pet me a lot. If I don't get pet for a quarter of an hour this time, I won't forgive him. But I'm still too weak. I have to practice hard, so I can bring Lord Xie Yan mountains of gold and silver in the future. The mine collapsed, our ore reserves were doused with purple fire liquid, so it's basically all useless, and several of the mining tunnels have caved in, so we can only continue mining after clearing them up. Someone stole the explosives and specifically detonated them in the rugged terrain, so there was simply no time to react. I checked everyone, but there was no one suspicious. Scum, was it a ghost that set off the explosives? Except for the disciples I took along with me tonight, the rest were all arranged by you. Could it be that it was you who led the Moqing sect here? Head Wu, don't get angry. I'm innocent. Master Wu, I've been most loyal and devoted to you for over 10 years. You even dare to resort to sophistry? Old Wu, don't lose your temper. Although we can't find any evidence, you can tell at a single glance that this was that Moqing sect brat's dirty work. We were guarding the outskirts of the mine, and at its center was a practitioner at the 9th layer of the acquired realm such as yourself overseeing the garrison. So how did that boy bypass our intricate trap right under our very noses? Forget about this chit-chat, we're in big trouble. The mining site the four of us are jointly in charge of was destroyed, and our ore reserves are all ruined. What are we going to do about the tax? The imperial court only wants the ore, not money. This is exactly the same trap we set for the Moqing sect. Xie Yan. Ha ha ha, how impressive. I underestimated him. Young Lord Ji Yuntao, you've come at last. Please spare us a helping hand. The Zhongnan meeting is about to begin, and there's hardly any cold iron ore on the market. Gentlemen, there's no need to panic. I always plan for any eventualities. Moreover, it's not like we've lost. At least the mines of the Moqing sect have been destroyed, which has put them into a perilous situation. I have my own way of getting you all the cold iron ore you need. At this juncture, the one that can provide a large amount of cold iron ore for sale is the Great River Alliance. Only the Great River Alliance has the power to do that. Wonderful, especially since they're still brooding over the fact that they were forced out of Qufeng by the Moqing sect, so it's only proper that they join forces with us. Young Lord Ji really has the finesse to get things done. What farsightedness and acute foresight. Since you have suffered grievance because of me, I'll take the lead for you on this one. Xie Yan really has some tricks up his sleeve. He was actually able to blow up the mine without anyone noticing. But the die is cast. Xie Yan, let me see how you'll hold your own in my game. Moqing sect, Qufeng branch. Branch master, did you really blow up their mine? You didn't leave any loose ends, did you? Those local big shots have been operating in Qufeng for years. It can even be said that they have eyes and ears everywhere, so they can sneak attack the mines of our sect imperceptibly, but it would be very hard for us to achieve the same. In case they can get their hands on some dirt, Ji Yuntao will be able to oust the Moqing sect. The minerals of the Zhongnan administrative region are highly valued. When it comes to ore, the imperial court will surely strike thunderously. Rest assured, my stunt was completely foolproof. I assure they won't find any evidence of wrongdoing. I was the one who did it. Pet my head more and more. Next, we'll have to figure out how to raise the mining tax. That's a problem too. We can only buy them on the market, but they're hard to come by, and even if we could, we wouldn't be able to gather the amount of cold iron ore we need. I do have an idea. How about paying a visit to the Great River Alliance? 5 days later, city of Qishan in Zhongnan. Great River Alliance Jui Hall. A place which sits atop a small hill, where an ancient school of beautiful mountains and creeks have stood through the ages. Its gates face the sea, where the three rivers have merged and flowed together for tens of thousands of years. I'd expect nothing less from the Great River Alliance, which controls the 18 waterways in Zhongnan. Such an extraordinary vibe. Especially the head boss, truly a heroine fashioned of cast iron and bronze filling. Great River Alliance head boss. Zhen Zhener. What a real surprise. I never thought I'd see a son of a bitch from the Moqing sect in my territory during my lifetime. Let me think, what should I do with you? I've come to meet the Alliance leader full of enthusiasm, but you're certainly a humorous individual. She's just like how our intelligence from the branch described her, with muscles as twisted as those of a giant bear. A female one. Too bad I have nothing to say to a whelp like you. Come, men, break his 3 legs and throw him out. Why are you in such a rush to drive me away, Alliance leader? There's no harm in listening to my story, after which you can consider whether to feed me to the fishes or offer me a seat as a guest of honor. Ha, I guess you've got some courage. Fine, since you've dared to come to our Great River Alliance alone, I'll listen to what words you're going to cook up. But if you don't tell me a good one, I'll personally tie you up and use you as bait to fish for sharks out at sea. I'm grateful to the head boss for doing me the honor. The story I'm about to tell you takes place in the Jiangnan Administrative Region. The Jiangnan Administrative Region is a vast and rich land, but 2 wolves don't accept each other, and started fighting over its natural resources, building up a mutual grudge. Even though they win or lose from time to time, as long as those foxes and dogs are deterred, each wolf can live a very comfortable life. But at this time, 2 lions came and fixed their eyes on the Jiangnan Administrative Region. The lions chose one of the wolves, eager to have a try at wresting control of its territory. If they succeeded and the lions took over, would the other wolf be able to look after its interests? I'm sure the head boss must have made inquiries to get to the bottom of the recent events in Qifeng. The Moqing sect and the Great River Alliance are these 2 wolves. Although they have been fighting, they are well matched in strength and can't devour one another. The Tai Zan sect and the Buddhist Xinjai are like hungry lions crossing the river. How can a mere Qifeng fill their bellies? If they don't swallow up the whole Jiangnan Administrative Region, it would be a huge letdown for Ji and Xie who have traveled thus far. The foundation of the Moqing sect isn't in the Jiangnan Administrative Region. If they get kicked out, it won't hurt them greatly, but the Great River Alliance will be on its own at that time. Head boss, are you really confident you can take on 2 top sects? Ha, you're really good with your tongue. What do they call it? A glib tongue? You must have practiced it 10 centimeters below Qin Xinqi's navel, right? It's obvious that the Moqing sect is asking for our help, but with all this subterfuge you're making it sound like you're granting us a favor. It's just a little theory about working together towards common goals. I hope the head boss will see its finer points. Although there is some truth to your argument, a guest came a few hours earlier than you, and I have already agreed to cooperate with him. Ha ha ha, well met, Branch Master Xie. Oh, the guest? I'm Gao Bufan, a pupil from the Tai Zan sect. Elder Martial Brother Ji anticipated you would come, so he dispatched me bearing a great gift to lobby for the head boss's support. Fortunately, I was able to accomplish my mission, and have already reached an agreement with the head boss. Tisk, tisk, it seems that Branch Master Xie is doomed to return without success. Fellow from the Tai Zan sect, I wonder what gift has caused the Great River Alliance moving so. Ji Yun Tao is not bad indeed. It can even be said to be a scheme with no flaws, but according to the information the Moqing sect has on Zhen Zhener, this giant bear of a girl isn't as straightforward as she seems. A few years ago, after taking over the position as head boss, she managed the Great River Alliance very cautiously. Originally, Wei Rudao took advantage of the considerable strife within the alliance to seize Qifeng before she had succeeded to its throne. Such a person wouldn't be able to tell the danger the Tai Zan sect and Buddhist Xinjai pose by expanding their power to the Jiangnan Administrative Region? Unless she wants something from Ji Yun Tao, how would she so easily agree? Oh, Branch Master Xie, there's no need to inquire. Did you think I would tell? God, isn't it just a unity of yin and yang primordial essence reinvigoration pill? What's there not to say? Hey, head boss? I've had a little setback while practicing my martial arts, and need to take a couple of the Tai Zon sect's stash of unity of yin and yang primordial essence reinvigoration pills to cure it. I already have one now as a deposit. The remaining 3 will be given after the Zhongnan meeting, so whelp, it's useless even if you have a gargantuan reason. Considering your story was pretty interesting, please leave at once. It seems that the head boss has investigated me very well. Zhen Zheners injured? The Moqing sect didn't find out that information. But now that she's overtly revealing it to me, perhaps she's using the Tai Zon sect to pressure me into using the finger of nirvana? She must certainly have found out the secret about the matriarch's injuries, and that I used some miraculous method to heal her. Insolence. What do you intend to do by approaching the head boss? No one even said anything to stop me. Why are you so anxious? Under normal circumstances, how could Zhen Zhener bow to her enemy and ask for treatment? But now, this is her chance, isn't it? When did the Tai Zon sect become the boss of the Great River Alliance? Make way for me. Ghostly bewilderment of the mind. Muahahaha. Who in the world is more lovely than me? As I have led countless heroes to bow at my feet. How can I hide my gorgeous body under mere clothes? Behold, gentlemen, feast your eyes on my beauty to your heart's content. This is the first time someone dares to run naked in the Great River Alliance's Jui Hall. Let's beat him up first, talk later. Since the nuisance is gone, I'll do as the head boss wishes. As expected of a demonic sect. That technique of holding someone spellbound at the flick of a hand is really impressive, but what surprises me even more is that a whelp like you has figured out my intentions in the blink of an eye? Isn't it just a matter of seeking medical help? Head boss, why beat around the bush? If it wasn't me who came this time, then what would you have done? Then I would have helped the Tai Zon sect get Qufeng. And when you were kicked out of the Zhongnan administrative region, I'd secretly kidnap you. But it's just to seek medical treatment after all. If something isn't meant to be, it's no use trying to force it to happen. I'm an innate realm practitioner, so I'm not afraid of what tricks you have up your sleeve. But what if you committed suicide by biting off your tongue because you couldn't bear the humiliation? Tisk, tisk. The head boss has a really domineering way of handling matters. Then please sit down and relax and see what I can do. This Zhen Zhener's really concerned about her injuries. Even though I'm only a practitioner at the 9th layer of the acquired realm, if I attacked her vital points with the finger of flowery swords at this moment, it would not necessarily be impossible to break through her innate realm expert body protection energy. She actually dares to try it? It's a pity that I need her help and that I'm in an enemy camp right now. Otherwise I'd really want to give it a go. This feeling. No wonder Yu Hongyan regards you as a treasure. Shrinks. Shrinks. Hey, was this Zhen Zhener's injuries? This King Kong of a girl turned into a cute loli? What kind of amazing development is this? Phew, my innate energy has subsided. I haven't felt this good in a long time. I'm glad no harm has come to the head boss. At first, I was hoping to heal her by dicking her at 70 to 80% power, but I never thought she would be cured instantly by directly deducting 200 origin points. I'm a little rusty after the Finger of Nirvana revamp. What I have been practicing is the innate realm technique, scripture of valiant warriors of primeval chaos. However, because I experienced a deviation, the surging of innate energy scattered among all my limbs and bones, causing my physique to get bigger and bigger. Although it didn't hinder my strength, and it somewhat increased my formidableness, if I carried on practicing it like this, I would have grown into a 10-jong giant, which would be a bit inconvenient. Wah, the head boss has finally regained her original body. If she had continued to grow, how would she have found a husband? Before the old boss was on his deathbed, he was always brooding over this. Your grandmother's ass. Do I even need a husband? Go get me some suitable clothes. No, her being unable to find a husband is not only due to her physique, but because she's a totally wild chick, grown up among a pile of men. Lord Xie Yan, that guy is no weaker than Ji Changwu. I'm tired and couldn't possess him any longer. Go back into my forehead for now and get some rest. The situation here is already settled. What the hell just happened? It must have been some demonic sect witchcraft. Hey, where's the head boss? Warn her to be careful not to get hit with this evil witchcraft. You know more about my own health than I do? I'm rather unhappy about this attempt of the Tai Zan sect and Buddhist Xinjai to expand into the Jiangnan administrative region, but I needed your help, so I held my breath and consented. Now that my lingering condition has subsided, I don't need your unity of yin and yang primordial essence reinvigoration pill anymore. However, I used one of your pills after all, so I'll still sell you the cold iron ore I promised you, not a catty less. Tidge, thank you very much, head boss. Branch master, I owe you a favor, but personal and private affairs aren't to be confused. The Great River Alliance and the Moqing sect have been feuding for a long time, so if you want us to enter into close cooperation, it's very likely that my clan members won't be convinced. However, I can sell the cold iron ore to the Moqing sect in my own name to solve your crisis. All I ask for is the cold iron ore. I apologize to the head boss for any inconvenience. Once she was free of the Tai Zan sect's yoke, Zhen Zhener really made the most appropriate choice of helping the Moqing sect. As long as the Moqing sect stays intact, the Tai Zan sect won't be able to enter. In this way, the Great River Alliance will be able to not get involved and watch in amusement as the Moqing sect and Tai Zan sect duke it out with each other. This head boss really has some class. Not bad at all. This is exactly the kind of smart individual I'm fond of dealing with. All right, all of you, get lost. See the guests off. Should we just sit around and do nothing, Senior Changwu? Our minds were racked, but Xie Yan ditched everything and left. That's just your prejudiced talking, Yanner. He must be seeking external help. But he went to the River Alliance. They hold a grudge against us. There's no way they would help us. Xie Yan never thinks about the consequences. He only does what he wants. Maybe ordinary people wouldn't know what to do at all, but Branch Master Xie isn't one of them. I'm sure he will return with good news. I hope you can respect Branch Master Xie more, or I'll tell our sect to take you back. I don't want you here as a bad influence on our confidence. What did you say, Ji Changwu? I'm a bad influence? Fine, I'll leave then. Xie Yan isn't a reliable branch leader, and Senior Changwu somehow admires him. Our sect is in big trouble now. I'm anxious about it, but I can't do anything but fighting. My master will be so disappointed in me. What bothers you, Miss Xi Yanner? If you need some sympathetic ears, we are right here. What are you here for? I have nothing to talk with you about. According to Senior Changwu, it was the local forces that destroyed our mines. But we have no evidence to prove that. Don't be nervous, Miss Yanner. Actually, Child Ji had us find you. He wondered if you could do him a favor. Child Ji? How come? Why would he remember me? Are you serious, Miss Yanner? You're so pretty and smart. You've naturally impressed Child Ji. We know you because you stalk Ji Yuntao every day. Child Ji loves innocent girls like you, Miss Yanner. He adores you. A silly girl with a sensitive character can be a perfect puppet. I've learned how perfect you are, Miss Xi Yanner. Child Yuntao. Hee. Did he really say that? Child Yuntao is very worried about Qifeng's overall development, while Branch Master Xie doesn't care about that at all. He's been messing around. I'm saying this since there's no one nearby. We did do something to the mines, but we did it because Xie Yan is so unreasonable. Child G hopes the Qfeng city can be more peaceful. That's why he decided to teach Xie Yan a lesson. He did it to warn Xie Yan not to be so willful and short-sighted. Well, that's exactly the problem. Xie Yan is indeed terrible. Even I want to beat him. If you can teach him a lesson and make him behave, I'll agree. What is Child G's plan? Xie Yan raided and destroyed our mines. There's a big chance that our mines won't be able to produce any ores again. Not to mention his raid killed many innocent people. He's so devious that even Child G could only find the slightest trace on him. That's not enough to convict him. If you can write down a letter confirming that Xie Yan raided our mines, Child Yun Tao will be impressed. Did Child Yun Tao tell you this? I know what you're worried about. The Moqing sect will be involved, but it's just a minor mistake of picking the wrong person to be the branch leader. Just let Xie Yan take all the blames. He'll die. His death won't do any harm to the overall situation here, and you'll make a meritorious exploit. There's a big chance for you to succeed in the branch leader position. Do I look that stupid? Or you think I care about that position? The Moqing sect's mines were destroyed, and our workers died. You are the ones who played dirty. Now you want me to write down a letter to betray my own sect? You got us wrong. Leave it to me. I see you're not stupid at all, Miss Yanner. But only women know women. Marrying the right person is so much more important than protecting your sect. Child Yun Tao wants you to betray your sect because that's the only way he can accept you, a woman from an evil sect. Think about it. Marrying gentle, handsome Child Yun Tao and living a happy life with him. Don't you want that? I would love it. I did hate Xie Yan and like Child Yun Tao, but now Ji Yun Tao disgusts me. I'm the formal disciple of the Grand Elder in the Moqing sect. Who is he to persuade me to hurt and betray my sect? Who does he think I am? Get lost. Tisk. The information we got said she's just a silly girl with big boobs. We failed. We used Ji Yun Tao's name without permission. Don't let him know. Boohoo. Ji Yun Tao. Child warm jade? What devious trash. I took you wrong. It's all Xie Yan's fault. If you were more like a gentleman, I wouldn't have taken a look at another man. Qishan City, Jiangnan region. Chu. Did you catch a cold, master? It's windy beside the river. Take care. I'm okay. A cold is nothing for cultivators. It must be caused by someone thinking about me. Is it the sect leader or Xinqi? Could it be Yeru, Shi Yanner, Liang Men, Yu Xuanji, Meng Qinglian, Qiala, Mengtong, Bai Mengmeng, Hunger, Wanger, Lanner, Zaire? You are such a playboy, master. I'm so hot. It's natural that women think about me all day. Huh? Humph. He's so creepy. I want to beat him up. What's wrong, Master Xie? Nothing. I just thought about something. I'll try to talk to Jen Jenner. Did you just choose that muscular woman over me? You won't smile for long. Senior G will screw you one day. This is unexpected. I must return and tell Senior G about this. 10 days later, Qfeng City. You finally came back, Branch Master Xie. Don't worry, Branch Master Xie. Everything went well when you were away. The local forces didn't mess around much. Thanks for your hard work during this time. What's wrong with her? She's got that spaced out look since she went out one day. She doesn't look ill. She looks as if she just got turned down after expressing her love. No way. Shi Yanner would only have a crush on someone. She'd never make it clear. Shi Yanner. Hey, wake up. Whoosh. Shi. Ah. Have you gained the support of the River Alliance, Xie Yan? Poof. She scared the hell out of me. Coo. Yeah, it's done. We've got the ore tax. What's wrong with her? Good job. You've really impressed me. Pat, pat, pat. What's your point? Nothing. You must take Qifeng City and not disgrace the Moqing sect. And reveal that hypocrite Ji Yuntao's true colors. Moqing sect branch. I don't know what caused you to change your attitude so dramatically, but anyways, it just so happens there's something I need your help with. Ji Yuntao and I were on the same page this time, thinking that the Great River Alliance was the key to turning the situation around. And the head boss of the Great River Alliance, Jen Jenner, is quite the cunning female fox. Ahem, female bear. She sold the cold iron ore to the Moqing sect and those local Qifeng bigshots simultaneously, in an attempt to watch us safely from a distance whilst we fought, then reap the rewards. As a result, the situation is back to square one. No one is going to get a fruitful outcome out of all this fighting. Why is it a little chilly? I dare you to make a huge fuss again. I dare you to be rude to Lord Xie Yan. Come on. That the dignified Moqing sect is fighting to a standstill with this ragtag, backwater bunch is in itself the same as losing. If we were any place else, we wouldn't have even needed to take the mining rights into account. We'd have just wiped out their entire households and thrown away their ashes to the winds. Now that would be the way of demonic sects. However, I have a plan. Since our opponents are short on ore and their ships barely laden, we can expect them to arrive in Qifeng within 3 days, so let's make sure their ore vessels never return. Pull the rug from under them? I had the same intention. In that case, Ji Chengwu, survey the terrain, choose an ambush site, and recall our naval convoy troops. It's a bit risky, since our ore vessels will be unprotected. But that's right, if we don't have enough men at the branch, we'll just have to gather them all in one place and strike like lightning. Xi Yanner, in terms of martial arts, you and Chengwu are subordinate to me in the branch, so when the time comes to seize their ships and rob the ore, you'll be on the vanguard. Right, we'll take care of. Achu, why is it getting colder in here? I'll freeze you. I'll freeze you to death. 000 good. The Qifeng branch of the Moqing sect is going to turn out in full strength this time and land a big score. 2 days later. On your knees, hands behind your back, or we'll kill without mercy. Something's wrong. The ship is full of ordinary boatmen, not a single person from the local Qifeng factions. Well, isn't it good that we achieved our goal without needing to fight at close quarters? It's impossible that they just transport the ore without any kind of precaution. Where are their men? Where are our enemies? You're telling me the issue isn't with the ship or ore but the people? I employed a mole to find out where the leaders of the Qifeng factions were, and they were still in the city along with both Ji and Xie. So I thought I'd take advantage of the fact that there was no expert acting as a commanding officer and the moonless and windy night to seize the ore and kill the people on board without leaving any evidence. But now the situation looks like they were luring us to hijack the ship on purpose. That's why I'm worried that our intelligence was actually wrong, and that our opponents went to plunder our sect's ore vessels. Tisk, tisk. What would you call this? A base race? Their ore is only a little over 3,000 caddies, while ours is no less than 47,861 caddies. What a nice trick, what a nice trick indeed. Oh, Chengwu, have some grapes to calm your anger. They're very sweet. Branch Master, how can I eat them? The Zhongnan meeting will be held the day after tomorrow, so even if we go buy ore from the Great River Alliance again, it'll be too late. Since the ship is full of ordinary boatmen who are just making a living off the river, don't slaughter them pointlessly. Keep them under control by feeding them meat and wine, then release them later. Was it one of Ji Yuntao's plots again? It's always similar to the one I thought up. Interesting. As for our ore, it's too late to seek assistance, but don't panic. I'll take care of everything. See the outcome for yourselves at the Zhongnan meeting. Branch Master? Could it be you have something else up your sleeve? Meanwhile, hurry up, all of you. Don't leave even a slag behind. Move the ore ashore and take it back overland to Qufeng. Young Lord Yun Tao's scheme was truly divine. First of all, by disclosing false information so that the spies from the Moqing sect would think we were still in the city, when in reality, we're already here in ambush. Secondly, by using 3,000 caddies of ore as bait to entice our opponents to leave their vantage ground, and make the Moqing sect guards leave, thus enabling us to plunder their ore vessels as easily as falling off a log. It's just a pity those ores were all bought with hard-earned gold and silver. Ha ha ha, Madam Hao, you're being too stingy. With such an over-the-top business transaction like this one, where you can exchange 3,000 caddies for more than 40,000 caddies, the more of them the merrier. Remember what I told you, don't kill anyone at will. After the ore has been transported away, lock up those boatmen for the time being, and release them after the situation in the Zhongnan meeting is settled. Moqing sect has run out of tricks. What can you do now, Xie Yan? Day of the Zhongnan meeting. Zhongnan Administrative Region, Shako. It's said that young Lord Yun Tao is as gentle as he is dignified, for he doesn't flaunt his talents and notably lacks ostentation. Han Empire, Imperial Inspector of the Zhongnan Administrative Region, innate realm expert, Cao Tianao. In meeting you today, I can see that you're indeed a modest gentleman, worthy of the title, gentle dignified prince. Senior is being overly polite. I'm just fortunate enough to be so often admired by others so as to be addressed by such a title. The so-called modest gentleman is really but undue praise. Miss Daoyun has a mind as clear as her brilliance, refined bearing, lofty natural charm, and whose countenance possesses the appeal of a divine finesse which beckons marvel. Truly worthy of being called the most outstanding disciple of the Buddhist Shinjai of this generation. Don't be sarcastic, senior. Only during this period of time I've been traveling outside the mountains did I feel that my practice is still shallow. I've cultivated a pure and clear sword intent for nearly 20 years in the monastery, but was somewhat faintly shaken when faced with this earthly, mortal world. For you to have had such a moment of enlightenment must have been hard already, but when you grasp the principle, that which arouses my heart is nothing more than an illusory moon reflected on a pond. The psyche which protects my convictions is a morsel of my true self, then reaching the innate realm will come naturally. Daoyun, your master's aunt, imperial consort Yun, instructed me in the capital to take special care of you, if we happen to meet in person. Please take your seats first. There are 8 commanderies and 8 cities in Zhongnan, namely, Wuling, Jinyang, Linan, Zunchuan, Shakoli, Qishan, Shi, and Qufeng, which are collectively called the Zhongnan Administrative Region. These 8 areas were originally under the management of the 8 great clans, but eventually the Qishan clan lobbied for a comprehensive alliance, merging with 4 other clans and their cities to form the Great River Alliance, and occupying almost half of the Zhongnan Administrative Region. A few years ago, the Moqing sect succeeded in its scheme to drive out and replace the Qufeng clan, the 5th city that had just been incorporated into the Great River Alliance. And as luck would have it, the former head boss of the Great River Alliance passed away, which made their rate of expansion grind to a halt. Even so, the Great River Alliance is deeply established and difficult to rock, so your reasoning in starting with the Moqing sect, which has the most unstable foundation, is proper. Thank you, senior, for the advice. All right, every year, the Zhongnan meeting begins at sunrise and ends at sunset. Now that the sun is rising in the east, every major power should be here soon. Ah, the first ones to arrive are the ones the gentle dignified prince told me about. For today's Zhongnan meeting, although the 4 of us are paying no more than 3,000 caddies in taxes, we don't fail to recognize its incomparable importance. We're especially presenting 10,000 caddies of cold iron ore as an offering to the imperial court. We hope Lord Cao will kindly accept them. Ha ha ha, bringing them here with such flourish. It's essentially the same as you deliberately wanting to let me know, isn't it? However, this token of appreciation is worthy of glorious praise, so I thank you all on behalf of the imperial court. Young Lord Yun Tao asked the four of us to get to the Zhongnan meeting as soon as possible, so as to deal with the Moqing sect next by being one step ahead in winning Lord Cao's favor. Taking the Moqing sect's ore to bring them down is truly wonderful. By giving 10,000 caddies, the remaining 30,000 caddies will be enough to make us a fortune. Another faction is coming. Oh, it's the Shako clan. Their household is adept at taming and commanding finless porpoises. They can move as swiftly as thunder and as freely as they wish when fighting in water, so they can't be underestimated. Shako clan, clan leader Song, acquired realm 9th layer. Good to see you, Senior Cao. That household is the Wuling clan. Although their martial arts aren't notable, they're quite well versed in business practices, possess considerable wealth and belongings, and foster a lot of strange individuals with peculiar talents. Wuling clan, clan leader Wu, acquired realm 7th layer. Ha ha ha, Senior Cao, I haven't seen you for a while. Old Wu, I feel blinded every time I see you. Ha ha ha, long time no see everyone. Shi clan, clan leader Peng, acquired realm 9th layer. This is the clan leader in the city of Shi, Peng, who's good at making contraptions and fine tools, which are highly valued by the imperial court. These three clans are nominally allied with the Great River Alliance, but have been reluctant to completely merge into it, so if you settle into Qufeng, you can get closer to them. If the Great River Alliance begins expanding again and dominates the Zhongnan administrative region, then it will be rated as a first-class clan, and neither the imperial court nor any sect would want to see such. After all, the social order of the Han Empire has been set, so if one more large faction were to emerge, there's bound to be more disputes. Junior Marshal Sister Xie, you seem a little bit preoccupied? I was just thinking, isn't it too early to think about dealing with the Great River Alliance? After all, we don't know what moves the Moqing sect has up their sleeves. Moreover, as it so happens, the ones who are late in arriving are the Great River Alliance and the Moqing sect. Damn it, you want to run away after winning? I've just gotten addicted. This gambling game you taught me is really interesting. Come on, come on, come on. Let's play another 100 rounds. It's getting late. We should get going to the Zhongnan meeting, but it'd be rather inappropriate for us to go together, so we'd better split up first. I hope you remember what you promised me the other day, Big Boss Jen Jenner. Ha! You specially came all the way out here to please me with this game of mahjong just to make sure I won't break my promise, isn't that so? Fine, I'm well aware of how things stand. It would be a shame if I didn't use such a nice safeguard devised by the Moqing sect. Then I'll be going ahead. Each year at the Zhongnan meeting, there are bound to be some who experience joy and some who experience sorrow. But I see that all of you who came here today look relaxed and comfortable, and even have the leisure to poke some fun at each other. Clan leaders, it looks like you didn't come to grief from your covert dispute with the Great River Alliance this year? The three of us changed our tactics this year, and employed a few small tricks. At long last, we were able to maintain our territory and keep the Great River Alliance at bay. No matter how cunning that Jen Jenner is, she won't get away without incurring punishment. That's all well and good, but never forget, there are some things you can't bring out into the open, especially if it means delaying the mining operations. The cold iron ore is a very important commodity, highly valued by the imperial court. These Zhongnan administrative region clans are quite unreliable, so it's in the best interest of the imperial court to bring in the Tai Zan sect and Buddhist Shinjai to keep the Great River Alliance in check. I hear there's been several mishaps at the mining sites around Qufeng? Alas, those calamities are all due to the overbearingness and irrationality of the Moqing sect, which have been causing a good deal of incidents, but their actions have been so mysterious that we can only swallow our grievances as we couldn't find any evidence. But please rest assured, Lord Cao. No matter how bitter or strenuous it is, we won't be short on our dues to the imperial court. The mining tax this time will only be higher, not less. It's because of the Moqing sect's unscrupulousness that the whole city is in chaos. All our fellow countrymen in Qufeng hope that the imperial court will uphold justice. I know what you're thinking, but according to the treaty the Han signed upon the founding of its empire, the court is only responsible for supervising, and has no right to interfere in the conflicts between sects and clans. But if the Moqing sect doesn't pay its taxes, then it's in violation of the agreement, and the court will have just cause for being able to support you. So we can set our minds at ease then. There's no way the Moqing sect will be able to pay the mining tax in full. Ha ha ha, can't you see they're afraid to come? They're too ashamed to show up. You brats of the Jiangnan administrative region, and old codger surnamed Cao. I've missed you all so much. Here it comes. It's the sort of show of strength the Great River Alliance enjoys. Heavenly Fundamental Freedom Method. Great Boss Jen. Every time you greet someone, you do so with such enthusiasm, grandiosity and unrestraint, it's a bit overwhelming. Last year, you even threw a boat over. But great boss, what's with your physique? Could it be that you have made some progress with your scripture of valiant warriors of primeval chaos, so that you are finally able to control your berserk innate energy? It's truly worthy of celebration. Old Cao, you're not bad yourself. I was thinking of running your brains through, but it looks like you're getting ever more proficient with your heavenly fundamental freedom method. Ha ha ha, you'd better come on in and have a seat. Anyway, what is this you threw at me? It seems to somewhat resemble the pai gao commonly played in gambling houses. It goes by the name, mahjong, and it's very interesting. It's a gambling game invented by Branch Master Xie of the Moqing sect. How about we play a few rounds together? But there must be something to win. Hey, brats, why don't you bet your turf? I gave up on gambling years ago. Great boss, don't force others to do something against their will. Right. Gambling is harmful for the body and mind, and corrupts social values. You should be more prudent, great boss. Enjoy gambling for a while too long, and your whole family will end up in unmarked graves. Titch, no fun. The Jiangnan meeting is about to start. Let's talk about gambling later. Lord Cao, it's getting late. All brave souls are here, except for the Moqing sect. We certainly can't waste everyone's time for this single household. Very well, then. Good gracious. Why has the sky suddenly turned dark? That is. A lone palanquin flying across the vault of heaven, accompanied by the sound of singing that's at one time as if in frustration and as if in yearning, but at another as if in sobbing and as if in confiding. I dwell in a bamboo grove, where the sky is unseen. The road hither is steep and dangerous, I arrive alone and late. Alone I stand on the mountain top, while the clouds billow beneath me. All gloomy and dark is the day. As the east wind drifts and God casts down the rain. Waiting happily for the Divine One, I forget to go home. The year turns late, who will bedeck me now? Gloomy and dazzling, yet spiritual in nature. Who made this song? No, is there actually someone in the world who can pen such an ode? I can faintly feel yin energy pervading all around, but by scanning with my divine senses, this energy is superficial and not full. It seems to be an empty show of strength. Young Lord G, your Tai Zon sect is good at driving away wickedness. Why don't you have a look? I'll use my secret method to observe it. It's actually ghosts? However, their forms are vague and uncertain, so it's insufficient to bring harm, but it's still a method for communicating with spirits and controlling ghosts nonetheless. I've only seen this kind of unusual and nefarious technique in the ancient books collected by the sect. Where did the Moqing sect get this inheritance from? Sorry to have kept you all waiting for so long. I, Xie Yan, the Moqing sect branch master of Qufeng, am dreadfully ashamed for being late in preparing the ore for the tax payment. From what I've heard, isn't Branch Master Xie a practitioner at the 9th layer of the acquired realm? He's using his energy to control objects and soar through the skies. That's clearly a technique only an innate realm expert can use. How in the world did he manage to do it? Terrifying as he is, he certainly can't be. Cough. Multiple origin points obtained. Astonishment, lowly rat weasels. Oh, that's a good harvest of origin points. Judging by the way these clan leaders are talking, they probably didn't notice anything and think I'm an innate realm expert. Though innate realm experts such as Cao Tianao and Zhen Zhener can easily detect something odd, they seem to be unable to see ghosts. Hey, that Xie Daoyun isn't bad looking either, but it's a shame that she looks a bit too old-fashioned to be as arousing as my wife. Branch Master Xie is worthy of being the specially gifted prodigy of the Moqing sect, as your ability to communicate with spirits and control ghosts is truly extraordinary. I'm impressed. Only Ji Yuntao, who has practiced the true heavenly mantra of the primordial god, can see ghosts clearly. It seems that the techniques of the Tai Zon sect are suited for subduing ghosts. The other side. Having Cyane not get too close and performing the night walk of the 100 ghosts from a distance was indeed the correct choice. It wasn't easy for her to use this move, so I'll think about how to make it up to her later. I'm flattered, young Lord Yuntao. It was just a fancy trick, definitely not something you'd want to put on stage, and not as grand or magnificent as the ways of the Tai Zon sect. Xie Yan of the Moqing sect pays his respects to Senior Cao. However, there's one thing I don't understand. Please do tell, Branch Master Xie. Why are there outsiders at the Zhongnan meeting? I don't remember the Tai Zon sect or the Buddhist Xinjai being eligible to participate. These two are my juniors. I brought them here to see the world. Don't mind it, Branch Master Xie. It's getting late, so we'd better take our seats. We don't want to hold up the Zhongnan meeting. Then I'd better accept deferentially than to decline courteously. Oh, it seems that Ji and Xie are on quite good terms with the imperial court, since they were able to ask this man surnamed Cao to serve as their endorsement. I'll start with a few trite remarks. The procedure for the Zhongnan meeting is set rigidly in place, so everyone should just follow it. On behalf of the imperial court, I'm responsible for the receipt of mining taxes and, if necessary, maintaining order. Please negotiate the share of mining sites between yourselves. The imperial court won't interfere. If there is a shortage or the quality is too low, the imperial court will revoke the mining rights of that power and hand them over to other powers for distribution between themselves. As for whether you can get a satisfactory result at the Zhongnan meeting, it will depend on the display of your respective abilities. Now, the mining tax ledgers of the various mining sites in the region will be presented and recited. Record of the city of Jinyang in Zhongnan, from the 8th day of the first lunar month of last year to the 8th day of the first lunar month of this year. The cumulative output of cold iron ore was 120,000 caddies, 45,000 of excellent quality, 58,000 of fine quality, 12,000 of acceptable quality, 5,000 of defective quality. 36,000 caddies of fine or higher quality cold iron ore are due. The tax has been paid in full. Record of the city of Shako in Jiangnan, from the 8th day of the first lunar month of last year to the 8th day of the first lunar month of this year. The cumulative output of cold iron ore was 113,000 caddies, 47,000 of excellent quality, 55,000 of fine quality, 6,000 of acceptable quality, 5,000 of defective quality. 33,600 caddies of fine or higher quality cold iron ore are due. The tax has been paid in full. Record of the city of Wuling in Jiangnan. Record of the city of Linan in Jiangnan. Record of the city of Qishan in Jiangnan. Record of the city of Qufeng in Jiangnan. Moqing sect mining sites, from the 8th day of the first lunar month of last year to the 8th day of the first lunar month of this year. The cumulative output of cold iron ore was 160,000 caddies, 79,000 of excellent quality, 49,000 of fine quality, 27,000 of acceptable quality, 5,000 of defective quality. 40,800 caddies of fine or higher quality cold iron ore are due. The tax has been paid in full. Xie Yan, you really have some guts. How dare you speak such nonsense and distort the truth? What's going on? Lord Cao, there are things you aren't aware of. The mines in Qufeng have been experiencing a string of accidents, so the output value on record may be true, but the final ore tax is definitely not the full amount. Xie Yan, oh, Xie Yan. I thought you had some trick up your sleeve, but I never expected you'd try to deceive the imperial court. This is literally an unforgivable crime. My ore is still on the way. Why would it vanish simply because you say so? Banker Zhao, a man who is corrupt but has innocent features such as yourself, is truly a hideous sight to behold. On the way? Dear me, Branch Master Xie, save your breath. Our men have been watching the harbor, and have seen you return, but certainly not any ship laden with ore. So why don't you tell us which riverway your ore is being shipped on? The Moqing sect has death knocking at its door, but they're still insisting that they'll deliver the ore? Why not just pay with your lives? Branch Master Xie, is there something you want to say? Why are you all so anxious? Who stipulated that you had to deliver the ore as soon as you arrive? Just wait a few more hours. Or is it so long you can't stay on your seat due to hemorrhoids? When the time comes, there will naturally be results. Senior Cao, the Moqing sect is bluffing and pointlessly stalling for time. I propose they be expelled from Qufeng. We're all well aware of the situation the Moqing sect is in, so there's no need for Branch Master Xie to put up a last-ditch struggle and lose his final shred of dignity. You would be better off backing down voluntarily, while you still can save some face. Are you still acting like you have no idea what happened at the Qufeng mining sites or how my ore disappeared? Oh, you people, don't be so cocky just because you have some ore in your palms. If the Moqing sect loses its mining rights, we'll act solely upon our will from then on. Don't get too excited now, but beware of when we settle the score with you in the future. Xie Yan, the Moqing sect dares to threaten us openly in public? Branch Master Xie, Senior Cao is still here watching. It's a bit too much to threaten these gentlemen from Qufeng right in front of him. Oh, Brother Yuntao, don't get me wrong. The Moqing sect never seeks trouble for no reason. If we do, there will certainly be a reasonable motive. Branch Master, I gave these two bastards from Qufeng a beating for trying to touch Junior Marshal Sister Yanner's thighs. Wah, you have to stand up for me on this one, Branch Master. Wah, if I don't get closure, I won't want to live anymore. He. See, I said there was a reasonable motive. Chengwu, give these men back to Head Wu. This time, we'll leave it at a beating, but if it happens again, just castrate them. Gentlemen, you should eat and drink well, and keep your body healthy. If you don't, your whole family might suddenly die someday, and people will think it was the Moqing sect's doing. Your endless harassment is of no use here. If you can't produce the ore, then you'll just have to get lost. Xie Yan, it is obvious that it is that Xi Yanner who's hitting people for no apparent reason. That's enough, Branch Master Xie. The Zhongnan meeting is no place for you to fool about. If you can't pay the mining tax, then I'll have no choice but to revoke the Moqing sect's mining rights on behalf of the imperial court. Oh, my, I'm certainly not fooling about. Head Wu's men tried to take advantage of my junior martial sister. I can already be regarded as gentle as I am dignified for not having them castrated on the spot. Besides, who says I don't have ore? I've emphasized it so many times. It's on the way, it's on the way, please don't turn a deaf ear to me. They are here, they are here. I saw them coming this way. Cuckoo. Guarding the waterway leading to Qufeng will certainly not stop my second shipment of cold iron ore. Cyane is back. It looks like Zhen Zhenner has kept her promise. How good this Xie Yan is. He can even command an animal ghost with such a clear outline. It seems that the mine was most likely blown up before using a method to communicate with spirits and control ghosts. I anticipated you guys would continue with your little dirty tricks, so I entrusted Great Boss Zhen to help me bring the cold iron ore I bought for the Moqing sect directly to Shako. If it wasn't for the fact that that mahjong game was indeed pleasing to me, I wouldn't have bothered with these trifles. I even specially allowed you to use my fastest ships. Judging by the time, they should be here soon. What? Reporting, my lord. A new ore vessel has just arrived at the harbor. What? This can't be. If the Moqing sect really has ore, then we. Could it be that all our efforts have gone down the drain? Young Lord Ji, you must come up with something quickly. Branch Master Xie is really quite capable. I'm impressed. It seems that the Great River Alliance doesn't intend to let the Moqing sect be driven out of the game. Zhen Zhenner is a rather amazing woman. But no harm, I've long had my mind prepared for this. Daoyun, if the Moqing sect turns over the mining tax honestly, then I won't be able to do anything. The imperial court has to abide by its treaty. Senior Cao doesn't need to hesitate because of me. The Buddhist Xinjai has no intention of breaking the rules. It's getting late. Since the Qufeng mining tax has arrived, let's start the ore inspection. City of Jinyang in Zhongnan, 5 ore vessels carrying a total of 36,500 caddies of ore of fine and excellent quality. City of Shako in Zhongnan, 6 ore vessels carrying a total of 34,000 caddies of ore of fine and excellent quality. City of Qufeng in Zhongnan, Moqing sect mining sites, 12 ore vessels carrying a total of 40,600 caddies of ore of fine and excellent quality. City of Wuling in Zhongnan. City of Linan in Zhongnan. City of Shi in Zhongnan. I heard that in order to suck up to the imperial court, you paid 7,000 more in taxes this year, totaling 10,000 caddies. That's really impressive. What are you trying to say? Don't be so proud of yourself, Xie Yan. We have many years ahead of us. Many years ahead of you? That's all very nice and sweet, but I'm not sure if you'll ever get the chance. Something's not right. Xie Yan's attitude is too odd. Could it be that besides buying from the Great River Alliance twice, he has something else up his sleeve? City of Qufeng in Zhongnan, Qufeng faction's mining sites. 1 ore vessel carrying a total of 10,000 caddies of ore of premium quality. That's not right. How could the Great River Alliance have sold ore of the highest quality when they only paid their taxes by using fine and excellent quality ore? Could the ore be fake? But I specifically told them to check the ore when it was robbed. Don't tell me these old foxes of Qufeng can't differentiate if they're genuine or not even after all these years of mining. Ha ha ha, only ours is of premium quality. I'm sure it will leave a deep impression on the imperial court. Even if we can't oust the Moqing sect, as long as we gradually work on our schemes, we can still look forward to the future. There won't be a future. What do you mean, young Lord G? Although we lost this round, not only did we not fail to claim profit from the Moqing sect, we didn't sustain any serious damage. It doesn't make sense for Xie Yan to be playing tricks on us now. These old foxes of Qifeng have completely misjudged him. I have an objection. After all, you're one move behind. There's a problem with the ore. You gentlemen are out of the game. I want to report the Qifeng factions for practicing fraud and using fake ore to deceive the imperial court. How is that possible? We examined the ore. It can't be fake. Besides, this ore was sold to the Moqing sect by the Great River Alliance. How could there be a problem with it? Could it be that the Great River Alliance, thinking of requiting injury for kindness, intended to lay a trap for the Moqing sect at the Zhongnan meeting? Unless the Great River Alliance's counterfeiting techniques are beyond our imagination, and we're the ones who fell into it as a result. Old Wu, arg. Watch your mouth. I know how to conduct myself in my own business. I stick to whatever I blurt out and absolutely loathe engaging in such crooked dealings. If I hear you starting any of those rumors again, the Great River Alliance will send all of you out to sea free of charge as a token of affection for the sharks. Branch Master Xie, the ore inspectors didn't report anything wrong earlier. Do you have any grounds for questioning the Qifeng factions? I'm certainly not one of those people who's all talk and no cider. Do I have any grounds? Of course I do. Cold iron ore of the highest quality is rare. With the small mining quota they have, how could they get their hands on 10,000 caddies of premium quality? Even if they bought them from another power, they wouldn't be able to get such top-notch quality. Senior Cao should be more careful. If by any chance fake ore had been shipped back to the imperial court, how would you have reported the fulfillment of your task? I've cut one at random. Please have a look, everyone. Wait a minute, even an ordinary first-layer innate realm expert may not be able to cut open premium-quality cold iron ore in such a light-hearted manner. So how did this Xie Yan? Hey, why is the ore core cyan? The cold iron ore core should be a variegated, technicolor black. I'll be damned, the ore is fake, and here I was wondering why Master Xie cut one open so casually. That's because Branch Master Xie's fingering technique is really amazing, isn't it? If Head Wu of Qifeng had such ability, it would be unlikely that he wouldn't be able to tell if they were real or not. Unless they were seriously planning to fool the imperial court with bogus goods. So that's how it is. If I had gone to examine the ore on that very day, it would have been unlikely that I would have had to endure such humiliation today. Maybe because I didn't know enough about cold iron ore, I trusted those old foxes too much, and ended up lacking diligence. Alas, some people just enjoy counterfeiting these days. Luckily, Branch Master Xie was here. Otherwise the reputation of the mining industry in the Zhongnan administrative region would be affected if counterfeit goods were to flow into other nations. Great River Alliance, the major counterfeiters. Tisk. I thought it wouldn't be possible to check the authenticity of these ores without being an innate realm expert, but I didn't expect a whelp like Xie Yan to have such ability. Apparently, I'll have to improve my skills and wait for the final version of the fake ores to be shipped to a neighboring nation to land a huge payday. Although there are fake ores, medicines, weapons and so on in all walks of life in the Han Empire from time to time, they are usually used to fool the neighboring barbarian nations. I never expected that someone would use them to cheat the imperial court. Ya don't want to live anymore? Impossible. The Moqing sect must have planted these fake ores to slander us. Yes, that's definitely it. Shut up. Heavenly Fundamental Freedom Method. Fakes. The whole ship is loaded with fags. Re-examine them. Draw one of every 100 oars from all clans. I'll check them all myself.